As well as the standard fair use policy, this video is protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This flag will be placed atop of the White House where it belongs.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What's your name, sir?
If I can help you.
I'm Williams L.
Yes, Your Honor, but the defendant is identified in the docket as Michael Williams. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, that's the name they're calling me, but I am Williams L.
I understand.
Michael Williams. Okay.
No,
Mr.
I'm not
Williams,
Michael Williams. Your Honor,
Okay.
I am Williams
Okay.
L.
Okay. So here's the thing, Williams L. I have to call you what's on the documents that I have present for me in court today. We can either handle it that way, or you don't have to handle it, and then it just will be like you didn't show up to court today.
No,
So it's
Your
either
Honor,
way,
I'm just
but I
letting
have
you
to
know
call
who
you.
Your Honor, I'm just letting you know who I am.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I interject? What you're dealing with here is a Moorish American national, aka a sovereign citizen, and he believes that he is above the law. He believes that he is a sovereign, but at the same time, he relies on the Constitution, which makes absolutely no sense. Now, I'm pretty sure throughout this court hearing, you're going to hear this man say a number of foolish things. We'll try not to laugh at him, and good luck with this fool.
Okay.
I am Williams
That's fine.
L. I am not Michael Williams. They kept calling me Michael Williams. I told them who I was. I am a sovereign, Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen, Negro, Black, or color, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me tell you, Mr. Williams, this is the last time I'm gonna say it. This is all I have for you. If you don't want to handle it under that name today, then I have to act as if you aren't present. And so that's fine, but I
You
have
say
to
what?
call
Hold
you
on.
to that
Can you
document, okay?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that,
I
Your Honor?
said, if we can't handle those matters and those tickets that's on that case under that name, then that's fine, but it's gonna be as if you didn't appear for court today, because I have.
Ma'am, I'm here today, ma'am.
It is so gratifying that this judge is not willing whatsoever to play along with this Moorish sovereign citizen. Excuse me, sir, but yes, you are present, but you're acting as if the name that they have on file is not you. Therefore, it's almost as if you're actually not there. And that is what the judge is trying to explain to you. So since you're not there, she's going to treat it as such, meaning she's going to put out a warrant for you, because when someone doesn't show up to court, judges issue warrants. Now, she's not willing to play along with your name game and, oh, that's not me, I'm Al. Sir, you did not legally change your name to anything Al or Bay. So the name that they have on this ticket, on this complaint, for this, on this court docket is you. And if it's not you, then that means no one is there, and the judge will be issuing a warrant.
Right, so I'm just saying, when I.
Williams
call those
L is here
documents,
today. I'm
did
just
you-
letting you know
hold
who
on,
I
Mr.
am,
Williams.
ma'am. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I am Williams L.
Okay. So that's fine. When I call it on the record, I'm gonna have to call it on the record as the name on the ticket, just so you know, okay?
Okay, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm Williams L. Okay, I'm cool
That's
with
fine.
that. And I'm letting you know who I am. I'm a
Okay.
Moorish American.
Okay, did you
Sovereign.
wanna offer? Okay, did you wanna offer for it or no? Are you gonna try and I need to kind of know where you're going. Are you gonna want a trial? Are you gonna try and
No, I do not agree. I do not agree to none of this. I'm sovereign.
Okay, so if you're not going to participate, we're just going to act like you're not here today, and I'm going to go ahead and.
I am here today, ma'am. You seeing me right here? That's on record.
Listen, just because you show up doesn't mean that you're here. You have to participate. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I'm letting you know who I am.
Listen,
I'm participating. I do not agree.
Mr. Williams, that's fine. But if you don't participate, saying you're a sovereign doesn't help me.
I'm just letting you know who I am. That's okay. Violating a constitutional right, ma'am.
So do you want an offer or not? That's my question.
Do I want a what?
An offer to the tickets or not?
Do I want to? I can't understand. You said, do I want to offer?
Do you want an offer? Do you want to try and resolve this today as far as?
Yes, I do want to resolve it. I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen. So. So you can, I'm not going to
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm speaking for myself. I asked for this case to be dismissed.
Excuse me, sir, but this judge is not going to be dismissing your charges because of lack of jurisdiction. If you truly thought that the courts had no jurisdiction, why did you wake up, put that fresh towel on your head, and proceed to log in into this Zoom court hearing? You should not have even bothered showing up to this if you truly believed in your heart of hearts that the courts had no jurisdiction over your sovereign behind. So stop it.
You're violating my constitutional right.
How do you have constitutional rights if you're not a citizen?
I'm not a United States citizen.
So how are you entitled to constitutional rights of citizens?
Got him.
Exactly. I'm so glad the prosecutor just asked this silly man that question. These sovereign citizens, they obviously don't think before they speak, because if they did, they wouldn't say the nonsense that comes out of their mouths. They want to hide behind the Constitution, but then at the same time claim sovereignty and say that the U.S. has no jurisdiction over them, which means that they can do as they feel. Like, come on, you guys are just a joke.
You got to uphold to the sovereign, sir. You can't. I'm not United States citizen. I'm not Negro, black, or color. You're not under I'm not under your jurisdiction.
I understand, but my question to you is, if you want to rely on your constitutional rights, how do you have constitutional rights if you're denying your citizenship?
Yeah. Because I'm an American. I'm a national.
I get
I'm
it,
a Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen corporate. I'm a Moorish American. I'm an American national.
This is such a crock of shit.
Okay, but you're still present in this jurisdiction, right?
I just asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction. That's it. I don't want no attorney. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority.
You outside of that jurisdiction. Don't go to court and challenge jurisdiction. Learn how to get out their jurisdiction. Just learn how to remove yourself from the jurisdiction. Then you can start doing everything as far as like exercising your rights.
I guess this guy wasn't paying attention in class. The master teacher clearly stated, don't go to court challenging jurisdiction. You have to just simply get out of their jurisdiction. Then you can start living like a true national. He must have fell asleep in class, because this court case is not going very well for him. The prosecutor nor the judge is not buying anything that is coming out of this man's mouth.
Right.
What am I doing here?
He can represent himself. Don't worry about it.
I can speak for myself.
All right.
I'm speaking for myself. Y'all violating my rights. That's a sovereign.
Calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams. This is ticket number SP 1212334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, please state your name for the record.
I am Williams L.
All right. Sir,
I don't have a name. I have a title.
This is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Do you want to participate in these proceedings?
Yes, I'm here on special appearance. I'm just letting you know who I am.
All right, so how would you like to move forward with this matter, sir?
I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
You have to get out these people's jurisdiction by all means.
Jurisdiction start originally when the police come in contact with you. That's when jurisdiction started.
All right, that motion has been denied. How would you like to move forward on these matters?
I just told you what I would like it, so I don't know. I'm just here on
So it's
special
been denied,
appearance.
so you can either participate today.
I am participating. I'm here.
No.
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm just letting you know. It's denied, so we can keep going on with proceedings. I am Williams L. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm not Negro, Black, or color. I'm not Christian.
All right, Mr. Williams, it appears to the court as I'm making a record that he does not want to participate in these proceedings.
I told you I
like
wanted to
dismiss these
participate. I'm just
matters.
letting you know who I am. I told you for the record.
All right, he would like to not participate in these proceedings. He has told me that he is the person known as Williams L. and not the person on these tickets, so he is not appearing on behalf of this person. This person has not made themselves available to the court today as an arraignment on the bench warrant, so these matters will stay in warrant status. Thank you so much. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day, Mr. L. Williams.
Bravo.
This judge absolutely deserves an award because she is playing no games with this sovereign citizen. Other judges around the country need to see this video and take notes because this is the proper procedure with dealing with a more sovereign citizen or even just a regular sovereign citizen in general.
1 week later.
Williams L.
Williams L. I'm gonna call the case as is.
Okay.
And then I'll refer to you as Williams L. if you would like, okay? Now calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams, also known as Williams L. This is ticket number SP 12123334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. And count 3 is no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Williams L.
Okay. And is there another name that you have?
That's not my name. That's just my title.
Okay. What's your title that you have, sir?
Williams L.
And then is that your name or your title?
My title.
Okay. You don't have a name at all?
No, I'm not Christian.
All right. It's my understanding that you don't want to have an attorney, sir. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know you have the right to have an attorney. These matters are misdemeanor matters, and you have the right to have an attorney on these matters, sir. And it's my understanding, no attorney, okay? So let me advise you of your rights. In these particular matters, the court can, since they are misdemeanors, do either, I think, 90 days on one of these and up to 93 days in jail, or a maximum fine of $500. These are all misdemeanors, so that's the maximum penalty that can be given in any of these matters. You have a right to have a trial, a bench, or a jury trial in any of these matters. A bench trial is a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. A jury trial is a trial with 6 members of the city of Detroit who will come in here and hear the same information and make a decision based on that. These are your rights that you have right now. You also have a right to have a pretrial. What that does is that gives you time to think about any offer that may be given to you. At this point in time, there has been an offer extended to you that if you are willing to plead to the no insurance misdemeanor, it will be reduced to an improper place. I set the fine that goes with that. You have a right to, you can also move for a motion. If you know how to file those, you can file a motion as well. So what's your pleasure at this time, sir?
I know I'm under common law. I'm not under statutes or codes or regulations.
So when you drive on any city street in the city of Detroit, any road in the state of Michigan, you now avail yourselves, whether you wanted to or not, to the laws and states and regulations that are governing us. So you may not have wanted to, but you did. So these are your options at this point in time. If you choose not to, if you were traveling, if you were driving, it's all the same.
I wasn't driving. I was never.
So if you were just in the vehicle as a passenger?
I was parked. and they was harassing. Was
You
never
sure you
driving.
don't want an attorney?
I'm under common law. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority. I'm a sovereign.
So what option would you like today? Of those that I gave you, sir. You can have.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I can't, cause I do not consent. I can't. I can't
So here's
consent.
what's gonna happen. So I want to make sure you have all the options. You can't consent to anything. So that means that you don't want to participate in the process. So it's just gonna go back into warrant status. Because you have to pick one of the options, yes.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign.
And you were in the city of Detroit on a street in a vehicle. And I understand what you just said. That's why I said,
right.
did you want counsel?
I'm not a United States citizen.
These sovereign citizens have just been so brainwashed by the crap that they've learned that they just don't even understand jurisdiction. The U.S. has jurisdiction as long as you are on U.S. soil. If you are in the state of Michigan, then the state of Michigan has jurisdiction. It is that simple. If you want to avoid jurisdiction, the only true way to avoid jurisdiction is by one, leaving the country, even though you'll then be subject to the jurisdiction of whatever country you leave to, or two, you literally would just have to levitate above the soil. Do not let your feet touch the soil, and that might be a loophole around getting out of jurisdiction.
Okay. All right.
Nobody have improved jurisdiction. I'm a Moor.
I said, do not challenge jurisdiction. Get out of it.
Nobody have improved jurisdiction. I'm under common law. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm under common law. Supreme Court case, Supreme Court case, Self versus Ray. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm on common law. And if there was a crime committed, can you please show me the injured party? Or I ask for this case to be dismissed off like a jurisdiction.
I deny the motion for the case to be dismissed. So you have these options, or else it's just going to remain.
And I'm under duress because you forcing me saying you're going to put a warrant out for my arrest.
It's already out there.
But that's violating my 13th Amendment. You can't enslave me unless a crime has been committed.
So you can't
violate my constitutional
let
right.
me finish talking. You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is not how it works.
Thank you, Judge, for explaining that to him. As I stated earlier, this judge needs an award because she is hitting all the points that these sovereign citizens need to hear. Unfortunately for them, they're still just not going to get it because they are criminals and they are looking for loopholes around the law. So anything that doesn't go with what they want to hear, they're just going to disregard it. But this judge right here is handling this fool perfectly.
Ma'am, I'm not a United States citizen. I have a nationality.
Okay, so that means that
you have to go by
either the laws all apply or none of them apply.
The laws do apply. What do you have a liability? Do you have a bond? Did you swear oath to the Constitution? I would like to see that.
Yes, I was about to say I did do that, but I don't have to show you any of that because I wasn't the arresting party. I'm just here to
say, do you have a liability? Do you have a bond?
I'm not going to argue with you, Mr.
I'm not arguing. I'm under law.
Mr. Williams L. Those are your options. If you don't want any of those options, it's going to remain in warrant status.
You're forcing me. You can't do that.
Okay.
You can't do that, man. Right. You can't go against Constitution.
Okay, Mr.
You took an oath. You swore an oath to follow the Constitution.
I did.
That's why I need your liability bond. Do you have a liability bond?
No.
You don't have a liability bond?
No.
Wow, man. Somebody's going to get in trouble. I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Williams L., I was going to say, if you don't want any of those options, then your only other option is that I have to leave it in warrant status.
I do not consent. I'm here. What warrant? That I didn't show up?
That you didn't want to choose one of these things.
I don't have to. You can't force me to do that, right?
You're right.
You can't force me. You can't put a warrant out. I would like to talk to somebody, a chief judge. You're violating my constitutional rights.
You go to the 5th floor and make a complaint.
That's because you're violating my constitutional rights.
All right.
And I'm going to ask the sheriff for your liability bond.
Okay.
Hey, I don't want to do that. I just
Okay, you can
actually
ask him, go ahead and ask the sheriff for my liability bond, it's fine.
took an oath to swear to the Constitution. You took an oath. I'm under common law. I'm not under statutes or regulations.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Did you get all that, Miss Sandy? Okay, fantastic. All right, that concludes this hearing. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
Negro, black, or color for the record.
Okay, he said he's not black or color for the record either, okay?
No, I'm Moorish American. I'm a Moor.
Moorish American and he's a sovereign.
I have a nationality.
And the reason why you have to do that, because that take you out of territorial jurisdiction from the state.
All I have to say is that this judge handled this Moorish fool perfectly. She didn't tolerate any of his Moorish nonsense, and that's it.
Hey,